What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Lady T, and I'm coming at you with another hot video. Now, in case you missed the title, your girl almost got scammed. But before I get into that story time, I would like to start off by thanking you guys for viewing this video. I really enjoy bringing these videos to you guys. I would like to thank my subscribers, and if you're new to the channel, do us all a favor. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's jump on into this story time. Oh, but before I do, I would like to let you guys know that I got a new camera. I am so happy about it. I am loving this camera. So right now I'm just playing with the settings on the camera. I'm gonna try to get through this video without editing this particular video because I kind of just want to play with the settings of the camera itself. And if you would like to know what camera it is, I'm about to show you. Bam! We done upgraded, baby. We done upgraded to the Canon PowerShot GX7 Mark II. I love this camera, guys. Oh my goodness. I am actually using the camera to shoot this video. So yeah, I can't show you the camera itself because I'm shooting the video with it. But we done came up. I done did it. I done made the purchase, and I really do like it. So if you guys are interested, I can do a review on the camera. And again, it's the PowerShot GX7 Mark II. And yeah, it's worth every cute coin that it costs. But since this video is not about the camera, we're gonna get on into the story time. So I was in the market for another MacBook Pro. Now I already have my trusted MacBook Pro. Whoo, that's my baby right here. So yeah, I was in the market to purchase another one. Now I purchased my MacBook Pro back in, I want to say maybe 2015, and I purchased it brand new, you know, brand new. It was brand new when I got it. And so yeah, everything has been going well, but this time around I wasn't quite sure I wanted to purchase another MacBook Pro brand new, so I was going to, you know, purchase a used one. At least that's what I thought I was going to do. But in the process of that, I almost got scammed. So now the site that I was using to look around and possibly purchase a used MacBook Pro was OfferUp. OfferUp, y'all tried it, but God blocked it, okay? So now I have used buyer and seller apps to purchase merchandise before. You know, I've used Poshmark, I've used eBay, you know, and so far, you know, things have gone well. Now, Poshmark really they're not really big on electronics, and eBay, and you know, we all know eBay, you know how eBay do. They do a little bit of everything on eBay. But you know, I wanted to try something new, and I Googled some seller buyer apps, and a few of them popped up. One that kind of stood out to me was OfferUp. Now, I had never used, up until that point, I had never used OfferUp before. So, you know, I logged onto the site and just kind of looked around and did like a basic overview of how the app worked. And it seemed to me that OfferUp was like a cross between eBay and Craigslist. So the reason I say that is because with OfferUp, you have the option to have an item shipped, or, you know, there's also local items that you have the option to do, I guess, like a meet greet and purchase in person. You know, the buyer and seller meet up and do the transaction in person, you know, hopefully in the, you know, a open area, open public meeting place. Well, so anyhow, I'm on OfferUp, and it looked as if I had to, you know, it turns out that I had to create a profile in order to send offers, you know, for whatever I was wanting to purchase. So, you know, I figured, oh, okay, you know, hey, this is just about like all the others. You gotta, you know, create a little profile. So I did the little profile. It was pretty user friendly. It didn't take too long to do. So now that the profile was created, I started looking around. And there was a few things that popped out. There was a few MacBook Pros, you know, that popped out, you know, as far as price wise and, you know, looking at the pictures, whatever have you. So now, one of the postings, it said MacBook Pro free because I just purchased a new MacBook Pro and I am willing to gift my used one to someone that truly needs it. If you're interested, just in the message area, just, you know, put in the messages that you're interested. And now, I know what y'all thinking. Free? Lady T, come on, for real, free? You was gonna fall for that? But no, what I was thinking was, you know, I figured that there was like an angle, but I figured, you know what, hey, let me just throw a little hook out there. Let's just see what's gonna happen here. Now, it could possibly be that this is gonna be free. I mean, you know, hey, for the most part, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And yeah, I know what y'all thinking, like, girl, that sounded too good to be true. But no, see, I was thinking that, you know, perhaps maybe there are some people out here who's willing to pay it forward. Maybe there are a few people out here who's like, hey, look, I don't really have any more use for it. So, hey, if someone else has a good use for it, I mean, just let me know and I'm willing to let it go. So now with that also, there was like a little, I guess, you know, because I chose the shipping option. So this particular item was like $13 for it to be shipped. Okay. So now I sent a message like, well, hey, I'm interested in the MacBook Pro that you have listed. I plan to use it for school because, you know, your girl's back in school. Well, y'all probably didn't know that, but yeah, I'm back in school. You know, the semester started Monday and it's real. So yeah, and I just plan to use it for school. So hey, I'm just interested in just, you know, in the MacBook Pro. As long as it's functioning, working and functioning, I'm willing to pay the shipping. So he was, and the reason I'm saying he is because it was a guy's name. So I'm assuming it was a dude because it was a guy's name listed on that profile. So your boy was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. I'll tell you what, it's yours. You know, it's yours. All you need to do is pay the shipping and boom, I'll have it shipped to you. So I'm thinking, now I see that on this OfferUp site, it lists the shipping amount. Okay. So I'm trying to enter the shipping amount, which was $13, but I get this message that the price was too low. Now, if you guys know about OfferUp, then y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, because see, I didn't know. I was new, okay? I was new. Hear your girl break. I was new. So I'm like, it's not working. So now the guy sends me another message and he was like, hey, I tell you what, why don't you give me your cell phone number and I can text you regarding the shipping. This is where it got crazy. This is where it got crazy. So I was like, why would he want to text me? I mean, couldn't we? I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking, like, why would he want to text me? But then, you know what? My curiosity peaked he piqued my little curiosity, guys. He did. So I was like, before I do this, I'm thinking to myself, well, my phone, I have an iPhone. I'm an Apple user. So, I have my MacBook Pro, my iPad, Apple Watch, iPhone. We definitely are an Apple family around here. So I'm like, okay, you know what? My phone is encrypted. My iPhone, I always make sure that the settings are, are legit and that my information is encrypted because, I'm not trying to have, somebody hack my phone. I'm not trying to let, pics get leaked. Okay. I mean, there's none in there like that, but I ain't trying to get my photos leaked, right? That was a little snag there. So yeah, okay. There we go. So yeah, I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, well, my phone is encrypted, so it's not like he can, hack my phone or anything. It's not like he can steal a girl's pics or contact information. So what's the worst that could happen? Okay, hey, if he ends up to be some nut, I can just block him. So yeah, I'm like, against my better judgment, I send this man my cell phone number. So now he texts me and he was like, hey, it's, the guy with the MacBook Pro. I tell you what, I can have it overnighted to you. I can have the MacBook Pro overnighted to you via FedEx. So why don't you give me your address and your full name so I can contact FedEx to get the shipping cost. I said to myself, wow, you need what now? So by this time, I'm pretty much over it. But now I'm like, this man think he got a fool. Okay, this man think he's dealing with a fool here. And since he want to play, I got a little time, I'm going to play with him. So I'm like, okay, cool. I send an address. Mind you, I said I sent an address. It wasn't my address. Your girl ain't that crazy. Bad enough I give this man my number. But hey, you know what? I'm not going to give you my address. So I give him an address and a name. Okay? An address and a name. I give it to him. Couple minutes goes by. He texts me back. And he's like, because I text that information to him. So couple minutes go by, he texts me back. So he was like, okay, well, I just talked to FedEx and it's $45 for the item to be shipped. Now YouTube, $45. Hell, I don't even think it costs $45 to have a couch shipped. Nonetheless, a 13-pound MacBook Pro. And I'm thinking, $45? You know what? My MacBook Pro might weigh 13 pounds, okay? Maybe. And I'm just guesstimating here. It may weigh about 13 pounds, okay? $45. Have you lost your mind? This is what I'm thinking. This man done lost his mind. So I was like, yeah, I tell you what, I text him back. I tell you what, I'm not going to be able to do that. Yeah, but I appreciate you, but yeah, that's not going to work. So he texts me. He had the nerve. Y'all, he had the nerve to text me like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Boy, stop playing with me. What do you mean, what's wrong? What's wrong is, I'm not going to be able to play this game with you. I'm cool. So I tell him, I text him, I'm like, yeah, hey, like I said, I'm good on it. It's okay. But hey, thanks for your generous offer anyway. But yeah, I'm okay on that because I'm not going to be able to do that $45 shipping cost. So I appreciate you. Have a great day. I immediately blocked this man. I blocked the number. So, you know, if he did try to send something else, I wouldn't know it because he has been blocked. Blocked him off of this bad boy, honey. He's blocked. Blocked, blah, 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 blocked. So now, I block him. And no sooner than I did that, I look on the site again, and really, I think your boy was gone. Okay? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I almost got scammed. Now, I really have not taken the time to try to figure out exactly what his angle was, because like I said, I didn't let it go no further than that shipping cost. But I did let it go far enough by giving him the number, by giving him my cell phone number. You know, I shouldn't have done that, but I did against my better judgment. But nonetheless, I blocked him. Boom, our communication has stopped at that point. Here's the takeaway. If you choose to use the buyer-seller apps to purchase or sell merchandise, that's perfectly fine, because a lot of them are very legitimate. I mean, like I said before, there's Poshmark, there's Mercari, there's eBay, and those are some of the apps that I've used, and I've had some really good experiences with all three of those buyer-seller apps. But if you choose to use a buyer-seller app to purchase or sell merchandise, please, please, please read the fine print. When you go onto those apps and those sites, be sure to look at the safety guidelines, because a lot of them do list safety guidelines. They kind of give you some do's and don'ts to help you get the most optimum transactions. You know, they do give you some suggestions as to what you can do to make sure that you have a favorable outcome as far as, you know, your transaction goes, whether you're buying or selling. And another thing to do would be to, you know, not just read, don't just read the reviews on those sites. Don't, because, you know, people can throw up some fake reviews. Okay, so you don't want to just read reviews. You want to, you know, well, you don't want to read reviews that are on those sites, you know, so to speak, because those could have just been made up. But, you know, try to stick around the ones that people that you personally know have used and have had some good outcomes. You know, maybe some friends or some relatives have used some apps and have some good outcomes. You know, perhaps maybe, you know, talk to them and try to figure out which app may be better for you. Another thing you can do is, no matter what, never take the communication between you and a buyer or a seller off of that platform. That's where I messed up at. I should have never taken my communication with this individual off of that platform. All communication can be done through those platforms. There is absolutely no reason for a person to have to contact you outside of those platforms, outside of those selling apps. Now, you know, there are some sites like eBay where you do meet up with a person, but me personally, I wouldn't suggest you do that, because I just really don't think it's safe. I don't care if it's broad daylight and y'all meet at the church parking lot. Those type of meetings can end up kind of real wrong. You know, they can end up real bad. My hair is just snagging tonight. Ooh, goodness. Wow. Okay. I'm like, normally, okay, there we go. Because I'm like, I am running into some snags. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. You might want to just, you know, keep all of your communication on that site. So, yeah, another thing you can do is you can definitely contact some the what's the word I'm looking for, guys? You know what I'm trying to say. The support personnel. I mean, most of the sites, I know, like Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and like I said, I'm just mentioning those because those are some of the buyer seller apps that I use that I've had good experiences with, those platforms have support personnel that you can email and sometimes maybe even call. You know, they have like the contact numbers, you know, the toll-free contact numbers where you can actually call and speak to someone if you have questions about how communication should work, or how shipping and handling should work, or how a monetary transaction should work. So, you know, you just kind of want to do yourself that due diligence. But at the end of the day, no matter what, definitely make sure that your communication with a buyer or seller on those apps stays on the platform, because the moment you step off that platform, you lose all of your protection. Okay? Anything can happen at that point, and there's gonna be very little, if anything, that that platform can do to help remedy that situation, you know. So just, hey, it's okay to buy used goods, you know, on those apps, but just be careful, especially about OfferUp. And after that happened, I thanked God that I didn't get scammed, or, you know, worse happened. But I did a little more research. Actually, I did the research that I should have did before I even used the app, okay? But I Googled OfferUp, and lo and behold, it's a cesspool for scammers. Baby, they are doing the most, okay? I said, if I would have known OfferUp was doing all of this, baby, honey, they wouldn't have got 5 seconds of your girl's time. Not even 5 seconds. So again, if you use those sites, just be careful, because, man, I've heard some stories. I mean, since that happened, and I, you know, was Googling the OfferUp site, there were some true horror stories about people who've gotten scammed. I'm talking with cars, with, you know, expensive cameras. This one guy shared that he lost $300, you know what I mean? That he was scammed out of $300. And worst case scenario, there was a woman who was actually robbed at gunpoint during one of the OfferUp meetups, you know, to meet up to do the transaction. So just be careful, guys, especially if you're gonna meet a person in order to complete the transaction. So that is my story time of how I almost got scammed. Had it not been for the grace of God, if it had not been for the Lord, I could have gotten scammed or worse. So now, you know, I'm sharing this with you guys because I certainly don't want to see you guys get scammed in any kind of way. You know, coins is too cute to come by, baby. We don't want to get scammed for them, right? Right. So that's the end of this story time on how Lady T almost got scammed. Scammed, girl, scammed. And I truly hope that you guys never have to do a video about this, because I hope you guys never get scammed, okay? So again, thank you guys for rocking with your girl through another video. And yeah, I look forward to many, many more. And please, please, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, hit that notifications button so that you don't miss the next video, because it is coming your way. Thanks again. See you guys soon. Take care. Bye.